Hello, Ken and Bernice. This little video explains how the science portion of my fourth year field education, that unit plan goes. This is a group of 10 lessons that I did with the grade 9 students here at Big Island Lake. And I have done quite a bit of this with my adult ed class as well. I have sent you a link that should get you to what you see on the screen right now. This is a folder within my Google Drive. Again, I use Google Drive because Dr. Glenn Gatton has taught all of us at Pent how to use this and how to share documents. So if you haven't been able to get to this point, please get in touch with me and I will get you here. But here it's pretty straightforward. We've got 10 lessons. I've got here at the bottom, you'll see a copy of lesson 2 questions or materials, or I've got an Excel sheet for power. Those things are there because I have put links into my lesson plans that if you click on them, they will open up those sheets or other web pages as necessary. I'll give you an example. So we're going to click on lesson 1 first of all. And again, I'll let you go through all this, but I'm going to click there. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. There. Okay, so this unit, the whole unit's on electricity. In Saskatchewan, electricity shows up in grade 9. So some of the SLO and the GLOs don't line up, but you'll notice I've listed SLO is 6.3.05 and also 6.3.06. You'll find this in the Manitoba curriculum. GLOs include B1, B2, B4, C2, and C4, and then a connection to the zero outcome is listed as well. You'll find this on each lesson. So when I start this lesson, I have an activating strategy. I'm going to plug in a lamp and I start talking to them about where does this light come from, and in prior knowledge. Is it magic? This led to a good discussion with the kids. Circle hand game circuit. Well, this we just all sat in a circle and we all held hands, and I started the circuit by squeezing one hand and that just went around in the room. So you're going to see things like this in my lessons where there are notes that are more for myself, but if you would like me to explain everything, I can do that, but really, the main point I'm trying to show you is that I have an activating strategy, I have an acquiring strategy, and I have an applying strategy. In the acquiring strategy, we watch a video, and you'll see that there is a link that is listed there. Whenever you see a blue word with a line underneath it, that's a link. I've listed the actual address. Normally, I would just put it under the word video. So I'm going to click on video. And it redirects me to a YouTube video, which is now trying to load up. Here we are in YouTube. We aren't going to watch the whole video, but if you press play, you can watch the entire video that the grade 9s had to watch about electricity. So anyways, I'm going to go back now. But that's the key thing for these 10 lessons is that when you see that blue word, come on, let's go back. When you see that blue word, click on it. I went too far now. Yeah, see, it went all the way back here. You click on the blue word and it sends you to a link. The main things I'm trying to get across is the power, the control, and the load that is in a circuit. And then I work with the kids on the board to construct a basic schematic. The applying strategy is I get the students into groups and have them pick 5 devices that use electricity. Explain what the power, the control, and the load are for each of them. If they can't pick their own, I'll pick them for them. Flashlight, microwave, light bulb, emergency light, stereo. When I assess them in this lesson, there's a formative assessment and a summative. Not much for summative assessment in this one, and then the materials needed and lamp. For multiple intelligences, I didn't list it here. Most of it was, watch and learn and touch and learn. But yeah, it's this lesson would appeal to the kinesthetic learners. And anyways, again, these notes are more for myself, and I just wanted to show you how to go through them. So if you go back to the main page, you can open up any of these lessons, and here's a copy of the unit overview. So if you want to get an idea of what the whole unit is about, you can click on here. You'll notice I've got SLOs, GLOs, AAA is activating, applying, acquiring, and this goes through actually quite a bit more than the 10 lessons I have, but the ones that are in bold, they show you which ones I have touched upon. So yeah, if you have any problems with any of the links or loading up, or if you have any more questions on how to address this, I guess the only comment I would make is when I did go through this unit in the real world, I had one student who really just could not read, so showing the student all these different things was very helpful for him. And at the end of the unit, I thought I would give them a project, and you'll see a project listed here. But what ended up happening, because it was real world, is I set up the materials, the different batteries and wires and little light bulbs or whatever, and I gave the students a choice, one-on-one, to either show me the answer or tell me or explain the answer or write it down for me. So, for example, I would, like in lesson 1, power, control, and load. I had an example of a battery, which is a power source. I had a switch, which was the control, and I had a little light bulb, which was the load. So they could show me on a table how to make a circuit, or they could tell it to me, or they could draw it on a piece of paper, whatever worked for them. But I mostly did this because I knew I had that one student who really couldn't read. So I wanted to be sensitive to that. And I wanted to give them choice because, again, of multiple intelligences. Throughout this unit plan, there was always a choice of how they wanted to respond. They didn't have to take notes. They could make a song if they wanted, or something to memorize their notes, or they could take video, or they could work as a group or as individuals. But yeah, it went on and on. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to contact me. Again, if something doesn't work, let me know, and I'll show you how to access it. Okay, thank you.